How's it going, you guys? Welcome to another video. This happens to be your first time here. My name is Irene, and I'm so happy that you are taking the time to watch this video. Please, if you have not already done so, hit the little red subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my future videos, or you can go take a look at the videos that I already posted. Today, I want to talk to you guys about makeup and why I've decided to no longer wear makeup. It's been about a couple of years now since I haven't been consistently wearing makeup. I'm currently in my 4th year of university, and I stopped wearing makeup towards the end of my 2nd year, going to the 3rd year of university. And so it's been a little bit now, and it's honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made. The reason why I decided to stop wearing it was because when I started to go on my plant-based journey, my vegetarian vegan journey, I was vegan at that point, and just overall with many benefits associated with veganism, I began to have a better love for myself through developing a love and respect for other creatures. So through this, whenever I would apply makeup, a part of me in my intuitive feels would be like, why are you applying makeup? Like, why do you feel the need to put cover up to cover your sleepy bags? Why do you feel the need to cover up the pimples on your face and just like all the things that you are physically changing to your appearance when you put makeup on? At first I'm just like, okay, like whatever, like I'm just kind of having a day, like I'm still gonna put it on because I like to and that's all that I know. So I continued with that, but this went on for probably like a few months, and like I would put makeup on every single morning. So this happened fairly often. And then I just started to really begin to listen to what my intuition was telling me and what that like little inner voice was speaking to me. And I was like, okay, like these are good questions. Like, why do I feel the need to apply all these changes to my face? Like, why can't I just be okay with my face the way that it is? And so from that point on, I started to like slowly cut back on the types of makeup that I was applying to my face. Like, I used to be a person that would always like wear like mascara. I would always have a cover up for my bags. I would always have this like, I can't remember what you call it anymore. It's been so long. Just like a facial cover up, you know, just to like even your skin tone out and things like that. I would wear like some like bronzer, some blush, and I would also do my eyebrows like every now and then. And so I slowly started to cut back on all of those things, and it got to a point where towards the end of my 2nd year university, I was just strictly just putting cover up on the bags under my eyes, and that was like all I would put on. Like at that point, I was just like so done with makeup, and like I was also so physically tired that I was like, I don't even want to wake up and put the stuff on my face. Like I just want to go to class and not have to worry about it. But at that point, I didn't feel secure enough with myself to do so, unfortunately. But that summer, and especially going into my 3rd year, I just stopped applying makeup as a part of my morning routine, and I haven't done it since. I've worn makeup for social gatherings and events every now and then, but it is no longer a part of my daily routine. And I just want you guys to know that I am not suggesting that anyone should or should not wear makeup. Each to their own, and if makeup is something that you truly enjoy wearing, whether it's for the hobby of putting it on or you just like the way it looks, then all power to you. Please do whatever it is that you like. I just start to question it when people, girls in particular, apply it to cover up parts of themselves that they may not like or may not feel secure about. And that's when like it makes me sad because everyone like is beautiful. Whether you are wearing makeup or not, no matter what you have done to your physical appearance, you are beautiful. And that's because I believe that beauty is an internal thing rather than an external thing. So it just makes me sad when I hear people say, oh, I need to put makeup on. Like, I need to do this. Like, I can't not walk out of the house without makeup on. And it's like, Blake, you're beautiful. Like, yes, you can walk out of the house without makeup on and you are still beautiful. The reason why it makes me sad is because like I've been in that place too. And this is at least based off my own experience, but I realized when I was thinking that way that there was parts of myself that like I wasn't like okay with. And at those times of my life, I was also very much so out of my personal alignment, and through putting on makeup, it was just kind of like a cover-up to really not have to deal with what was going on inside. Same idea as like buying things to make you feel better. That whole that whole idea of like, oh, like I can make myself feel better just through doing something else and doing these things that are artificial and like they don't last. And this is why I'm here to tell all of you again that you are all beautiful, and you know, like, we all have imperfections. Like, it's okay. Like, I eat completely plant-based, but like I still have zits, and like I still have bags under my eyes, but that's because like I am a human being, and human beings are not perfect, and it's okay to not be perfect. And I just want to let everyone know that it is okay if you have these fundamental flaws, because that is the way that it's supposed to be. By not wearing makeup, and it's allowed me to really like figure out like what's missing in my life and what I was trying to cover up, what was missing through wearing makeup. So I really began to figure myself out and figure out where I was having issues, and like this is obviously still a very continual process. It doesn't just stop there when you have an answer. Like improving yourself is a consistent process, and it's a consistent journey. And I have gone to a point now where I've figured out where I was coming from and what I was trying to hide. But now I'm at a point where I don't feel the need to anymore, and I'm perfectly okay with the fact that I do have imperfections. I do get zits like fairly frequently still, and I do have tired bags under my eyes all the time, but I just don't see it as something to cover up anymore. And it's allowed me to become further aligned with myself and just figure out what it is for my life that I've been missing. In addition to becoming further aligned with myself, by not wearing makeup, I have figured out that external beauty, your natural external beauty, is a byproduct and a direct result of how you take care of yourself. And through take care of yourself, I literally mean like the food you eat, your sleep, taking time to relax, fitness, like all of these things. And all of those factors have a play into how you will come off on your external shell. Unhealthy diets, like diets high in trans fats and things like that, there's a direct correlation between those and like, you know, problems that you can get on your face, like pimples and things like that. And they're not drinking enough water. You can also do that by not consuming the foods with the proper nutrition that you fundamentally need every single day of your life to thrive properly. By lacking those nutrients, those show up on your face and everywhere else on your body. So by not having makeup on my face, I've been able to discover that and see that for myself. And I've played around. I've been like, okay, so like I ate this one day, and now a day or two later, now my face is breaking out and I don't look as healthy. My face isn't as shiny, my eyes aren't as white. Like, what's going on? Like, maybe it's something I ate. Or it's like, oh, I didn't get enough sleep last night and I look tired and dulled out. Like, you know, there's a potential reason. Like, oh, I'm not exercising enough. Like, oh, there we go. Like, you know, like, there are things that you can do in your life to improve your physical appearance, and there's a direct correlation with that. So that's something that I've been able to figure out through not wearing makeup, because I've actually been able to see it with my eyes, and I haven't been covering it up, and I've been dealing with the problem head on. And it is something I'm still trying to figure out. Like, detoxification and cleansing and things is a process. And, you know, there are days when I don't eat so well either, and then it's like, oh crap, like I have a pimple on my face or a couple of pimples. Like, you know, like those things happen, but it's also something I don't stress about. And I understand that like there is a probably good reason why that's happening, and I just need to address the problem and try to make sure that doesn't happen again. And at the end of the day, even like facial imperfections and things like that, they don't bother me. And like, I don't eat foods just to look good, you know, like I do it to also feel good and all of that. So, you know, at the end of the day, like I may have days where I'm not looking as good, but as long as I'm eating the foods that my body actually needs to thrive, that's all that matters to me. The rest of it is just like water under the bridge, basically. It will get figured out. So there are also some additional realizations that I've come to through not wearing makeup, and a lot of benefits actually. And one of those would be saving time. So when I used to put makeup on my face, I would have to make sure that I woke up like at the right time of the day to have the time to put the makeup on my face. And, you know, the time that was taken to do that, you know, I could have spent it like sleeping or doing other things in the morning that benefit me, like stretching or meditating or eating proper foods. And I just like the time that's been added through not doing it every morning, and it is time that to me is precious. All time is precious, and if you can save whatever time that you can to put it towards other more fulfilling things to your life, I highly suggest that you do. Another benefit I've noticed is that I've been able to save a lot of money through doing this, especially if makeup is like a consistent hobby and activity of yours, like on a daily basis. It can be pricey, and obviously depending on the brands that you buy, the types of makeup that you buy, the prices can vary and they can be expensive. Especially for a person like myself who, like, if I were to wear makeup, it would need to be like vegan, cruelty-free, and as natural base as possible. So that would be expensive for me. And I've just found that generally by not buying it, I've been able to save a lot of money and put it towards like food, for example, or like other more essential things that I need to actually make myself like thrive and further align myself. This next piece ties into the vegan cruelty-free piece. Through not wearing makeup, I'm no longer applying potentially toxic chemicals to my body. If you are buying cruelty-free vegan makeup, it's not as much of an issue. You can still get chemicals and things like that in those products, which is still of a concern. But let's say it's not like highly as bad as some other brands where like you can't even read the ingredients on the back of the ingredient list because they are just names of things from a lab. And you apply those things to your face on a daily basis, and there have been studies and correlations to toxicity of products, like ingredients in your makeup products, and cancers and diseases and a lot of other things. So by not wearing makeup, I've just been able to completely not have to worry about that. It's kind of, for me, the same way as eating. Like, I try to buy the foods that are as least toxic as possible or could have like the least potential to be toxic, because I don't want to put toxins in my body. So why am I going to put something on my face or apply it to my body when it could be toxic as well? It's kind of defeating the purpose. So I just think that, you know, if you're going to try to avoid them in one area, you should try to avoid them in you should try to avoid toxic chemicals in all areas of your life. Also, by not wearing makeup, I have been consuming less, which means that I am consuming less resources that would go into the production of makeup. And this ties into the whole minimalism journey that I'm currently on, because through not having makeup, I physically have less stuff, and I am contributing to less stuff going on, like whatever the resources are used to make these products, whatever the material is to package it, I'm just no longer contributing to that. So I am just consuming less. And then by consuming less, it also ties into like the more sustainable zero waste piece, because by not buying makeup is one less thing that would throw away at the end of the day. Like, when you finish a makeup product and it's in its packaging, you need to dispose of that somehow. Whether you recycle it, throw it in the garbage, you have to get rid of it. And through not having makeup products and going through makeup products, I don't need to throw anything away. So I am reducing the amount of waste that I would need to dispose of at the end. So guys, that basically sums up my rant about why I choose to not wear makeup. Again, I just want to make very clear that I'm not suggesting that you should or should not wear makeup. Each to their own, whatever makes you feel good. But I highly suggest that if you are wearing makeup in order to mask insecurities, I really hope that you can try to find it in yourself to figure out where those insecurities are coming from and try to work on those so that you can become further alignment with yourself and not have to rely on something to make yourself feel better. At the end of the day, that's not fun for anyone. I've been there myself. I know how it feels, and I know how it feels to not be secure with yourself. So everyone, I just highly suggest that you please take the time to figure out what it is that's lacking in your life and like what you are doing to cover that up. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Again, hit the little red subscribe button if you have not yet done so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. I try to post 1 or 2 every week, so if you hit that little button, you will see a next video come up very soon. Thank you guys again so much. You are all beautiful, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Please have an amazing rest of your morning, day, or night, wherever it is that you are in the world. Bye, guys.